Hello. It's week 4 of the Fly Lady Routine and Punctuality Challenge, and I'm getting closer to my goal of 30 days in a row. I'm only counting work days, so even though usually 4 weeks would be almost 30 days, I'm going to go a couple more weeks of work days. So things are going very well. I've just had one day that I couldn't count as a success, and I talked about that in previous videos. And at this point in time, I am starting to feel comfortable with the Fly Lady routines, which are helping me to be able to be on time for things. And it's starting to become just ingrained. For instance, I don't feel comfortable going to bed without the dishes being done. I can't even, like last night I was really, really tired and I knew I wasn't going to get enough sleep, but I could not bring myself to go to sleep without doing those dishes. And today I just couldn't leave my office until I had finished my office routine. Last night, I already said, this morning I was about to run out of the house and then realized my bed wasn't made, which usually it's the first thing I do when I get out of bed, except my son was sleeping with me because we had guests over the weekend and there was some cleaning that needed to be done in his room, so he slept with me, and so I couldn't make the bed until he was out of it, and I almost forgot, but I threw it together really fast. I asked him to help me, and he did. It was really cute. He was throwing me the throw pillows that go on top and everything. It was nice. And then I did get out of the house on time-ish. Not really. It was about 15 minutes later than I wanted it to be when I was actually driving out of the driveway. Then today was good. I did my lessons on time. I did get into my parking spot 15 minutes early. A lot of this I'm repeating from the morning video, but actually I need to be repeating it because I deleted that. It was too long. So I'm just trying to kind of package it up. Good day as far as lessons go. Being on time. Good. I got my office routine done, as I said, and a few other productive elements. And now I'm headed home to have a shower and grade some tests before I go to bed. And I wanted to talk about a few things that I think should be changed. A couple of things that are coming up in my mind, and I just want to share some things that I've learned or that I've been noticing. So things that I want to change. I don't need to put all of my delicate clothes on a drying rack. I should be putting lighter blouses on hangers, and pants probably too, and then hanging them up on the bar by the hanging them. I don't have to explain probably. And then that'll save a step later, because now I in the past have been putting them on the drying rack and then having to take them off and then go and put them on hangers, and so it's like double work. Not anymore. We're not going to do that. I will only use the drying rack for things like sweaters, heavy sweaters that can't go on a hanger without losing shape. Right, so that's one thing that needs to change. Another thing that needs to change is, I forgot, so I'm going to talk about something else. I want to talk about the dishes. I have started doing a few things and started noticing a few things that are really helping me get through the dishes in a timely manner, more efficiently, and also to have fun with it. So, number one, I watch videos while I do it. Probably a lot of people do that, watch TV while they do dishes, but that is one thing that has helped me immensely, because if I know I don't want to do it and I'm really not wanting to do it, I usually talk myself into it by saying, well, you get to watch some videos. So I do that. Number two, I wear gloves. My hands were getting all dried out, and I like to use bleach in my dishwater, even though I know a lot of people think that's toxic, and it probably is, but I have well water that is, even with the softener, is not great, and it causes, I need bleach. So yeah, so I started wearing my dish gloves, and that's that. I like that, actually. I've got used to it, and I really am starting to like it. 3, I throw all my silverware into I try to keep a somewhat fresh bin of soapy water with bleach in it throughout the day that I keep throwing my silverware in. And so by the time I'm ready to do the dishes, they really have been soaking for a long time, and I can get those out first. So I do my dishes in a reverse order than a lot of people do. I actually do the silverware first, then I do the plates, big plates, then little plates, then bowls, then cups. And I've seen people say just the opposite of that, but I find that fits into my dish drainer the best. That's how I'm able to fit things. And like I said, since I soak my silverware anyway, I don't need to do that at the end. I don't need to let them soak while I'm doing my dishes. Next thing is I keep a bowl of water, a big bowl of water in my sink so that I can pour out things. I still have room to dump out yucky stuff without getting it on top of my clean dishes. I don't do one dish at a time. I don't wash a dish, rinse a dish, wash a dish, rinse a dish. No. I wash as many dishes as I can fit into that bowl of fresh water. And then I keep, replenishing the water. So I actually don't even run the water that much because dousing it in the water usually gets them rinsed off pretty well. And that's much faster. And what else do I do? So that's my dish routine. I think that's really it for that. And there was something else that I noticed I wanted to start doing. I wanted to mention that I have started putting lists on my windshield. So when I'm driving and I think of something important, I put it on my windshield so that I will see it over and over again when I'm driving. And that has helped me a lot with a couple of things that I needed to get done and knew I was going to forget. So that's been working. What else? I obviously record my videos while I'm on my way to and from work, which I know some people might think that's dangerous. I don't, because I mean, come on guys, how many of you if you have a passenger, have a conversation while you're driving? It's the same thing. So I'm fine with that. Sorry if you're not, please don't call the cops on me. Next thing. Yeah. Basically, if I didn't do it while I'm driving, it wouldn't get done. Sorry it's dark, but I've decided not record. Even if you can't see me, usually I'm just talking anyways, so it's probably not that important to see me. But hi, here I am. I'm about to go inside and start my evening routine. Take a shower, grade tests, eat dinner. I cooked food over the weekend, so I have plenty of food. And I did a freezer meal. I did 2 crock pot experiments that turned out well. And since I had too much to fit into my little crock pot, I did half in the freezer. So now I can make that recipe again really easily. All the ingredients are just in a bag, frozen. And some other things that need to change are I'm not going to get rid of leftovers by throwing them out. If I'm not going to use them, or if I think that there's one more day would be too many days, I will try to freeze them and use them in the future. Same thing with uneaten fruit from my son. I can make smoothies with that. I saw somebody else did that on a YouTube video. They said they always took their kids' half-eaten apples and whatever and put it in a bowl, and she called it a free smoothie. Some people might think that's gross, but of course, we eat after our kids. Come on. What else? I guess that's it. I know there's more things, but that, I don't know, I guess you could call them hacks or something. Or just thoughts I've had about what I want to change. I need to make a control journal. I need to, I don't know. I wanted to talk about something that I did differently. I I had an opportunity. I was supposed to meet somebody at a certain place. I would normally drive to them, but I let them offer to drive to me, so that was good. I'm glad I did that. I don't usually do that. I'm always offering to drive when probably I shouldn't be the one driving. And I wasted a lot of gas money that way and time. And then she went to the wrong location, and I was tempted to start driving to where she was instead of making her come a little farther. And I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go inside here and get my grocery shopping done while she makes the trek the rest of the way like she was originally supposed to. And I'm really glad I did. That worked out wonderfully. And if I hadn't stuck to my guns on that, I would have been wasting probably half an hour of drive time, and things just would have gotten really out of control last night. So I'm just trying to list the things that I'm happy about having done and that I want to encourage myself about and share with you, things that have been helpful or that I would recommend. So that's it. And I will see you on the next one.